School trip. Lost in the shadows. It was the 12th of June in 1995, a day like any other, or so the students of Ridgemont High thought. Excitement buzzed through the air as they gathered in the school courtyard, ready for their annual end-of-year trip. This year, their destination was the historic Blackwood Manor, a sprawling estate nestled deep in the heart of the countryside. As the bus wound its way along the narrow country roads, the students chattered eagerly, their laughter mingling with the hum of the engine. But as they approached the gates of Blackwood Manor, a hush fell over the bus, and a sense of unease settled over the passengers. The manor loomed before them, its ancient walls cloaked in shadows, and its windows like empty eyes staring out into the night. The air seemed to grow colder as they stepped off the bus, and a feeling of dread crept over them like a shroud. Their teacher, Mr. Thompson, led the group inside, his footsteps echoing off the marble floors of the grand entrance hall. The interior of the manor was as imposing as its exterior, with towering ceilings and dark, winding corridors that seemed to stretch on forever. As they explored the vast labyrinth of rooms and hallways, the students couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. Shadows flitted at the edges of their vision, and strange whispers echoed through the empty halls. But they pressed on, determined to uncover the secrets of Blackwood Manor. As night fell, Mr. Thompson gathered the students in the grand ballroom for a ghost tour led by the manor's caretaker, an elderly gentleman with a haunted look in his eyes. He regaled them with tales of tragic deaths and restless spirits, his voice trembling with fear as he spoke of the horrors that lurked within the manor's walls. The students listened with rapt attention, their eyes wide with terror as the caretaker described the various hauntings that had plagued Blackwood Manor for generations. But as the tour came to an end, they laughed off his warnings, dismissing them as nothing more than the ramblings of a superstitious old man. That night, as they settled into their sleeping bags in the grand ballroom, the students tried to shake off the lingering sense of unease that hung over them like a fog. But as they drifted off to sleep, strange dreams began to plague their minds. Dreams of shadowy figures and whispered voices that seemed to echo through the darkness. One by one, they awoke to find themselves alone in the ballroom. Their classmates vanished without a trace. Panic set in as they searched the manor for any sign of their friends, but all they found were empty rooms and echoing corridors. As they stumbled through the darkness, their footsteps echoing off the walls like a dirge, they began to realize the true horror of Blackwood Manor. It was a place of nightmares, a realm where the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred and twisted, and where the spirits of the past held sway over the present. In the end, only a handful of students managed to escape the clutches of Blackwood Manor, their minds shattered by the horrors they had witnessed within its walls. They would never forget the terror of that night, nor the chilling realization that some places are better left undisturbed. And as they boarded the bus and left Blackwood Manor behind, they knew that they would carry the scars of their ordeal with them for the rest of their lives, a grim reminder of the price of curiosity in a world where the line between reality and nightmare is thin indeed. For more scary-eyed horror stories, please subscribe us.